Hi, welcome back to Blab.Cafe. Just had a little bit of a glitch, but we're back underway. Sorry about that glitch. I don't know what happened. Things just kind of shut down on their own. Could be a little glitch with the start time. I noticed last time that I did this, I pressed the button to start and it was after the hour, just like 1 minute after the hour, and then it just closed down. So I don't know if that has something to do with the glitch, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, thanks for coming to Blab.Cafe number 98. This is a place to introduce your business products and or services. We'll get underway momentarily. Hi, welcome back to Blab.Cafe. This is a place where you can introduce your business products and or services or app building equipment. This is Troy Humphry. How you doing, Troy?
I'm doing awesome, Don. How are yourself?
Pretty good. Pretty good. A little bit hectic, but we're getting through the glitches. There's a handful of them today, so. But yeah, can you tell us about that tool you're working on? It looks really cool. What I've seen of it so far.
Well, it's sort of it's an older tool, but it's new to you guys here. I really haven't pushed it out too much to Blab, and it's in basically it's an app building system where you can build apps for iOS, Android, could be for an iPhone, a Kindle Fire, Windows Phone, or anything like that. And basically, it's a drag and drop system. There's some out there. I've actually belonged to a couple of the drag and drop systems that, they work okay, but they're not the best thing. They don't have everything that I'm looking for. So I built this system here, and basically what it is there's over 70 templates that you can choose from that are all pre-built, or you can start from scratch and do it yourself. Mm-hmm. There's over 300 modules that is available for you, which means if you want to add your Facebook to it, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube channel, anything like that, you can import RSS feeds. You can do what's called push notifications. So everybody who's downloaded your app, you can send a push notification right to their phone. You can do geofencing, which what that does is you can put a circle around any place on the globe. So anybody who actually drives within that circle gets an automatic push notification. And what that is good for is, I just heard about earlier today about some seminar or something like that that's happening over in Tennessee, which they have about 3,000 people come in, internet marketers and people who are on Blab and stuff like that. So right. Now we built an app for them, okay, and they had all 3,000 people download the app. We can, as soon as they get to the location, they can get a welcome message saying, "Hey, welcome to the seminar," or "Welcome to whatever." While they're there, they can send out push notifications saying, "Hey, this particular group is happening over here," or "This particular thing's happening over there," or "Hey, do you want to buy one of our T-shirts?" So they can push out notification to all 3,000 people who are sitting right in front of them. So that is pretty cool. Another thing that you can do is, let's say if, you can go around, you can sell these things. One of the apps that I've been working on is for my local town, for restaurants, so a place to eat. I live in a pretty rural area in Maine. We have one blinking light. It's not a joke. We have one blinking light in town. We just got that a couple of years ago. I find that quite humorous stuff. But so when my wife and I wanted to go out to eat, we could only think of maybe 3 or 4 places in the area to go find something to eat. And then I started building this app. And then as I'm looking around on the app, I noticed there's over 20 something places in the area that I can eat that I didn't even know about. So what I've done is I created this app that is a map. And I put all the restaurants on it, so people can actually come to my town, download the app, and find out what they can get to eat. Now, from there, what I can do is go to each restaurant and say, "Hey, look, I have your name, your phone number, and everything like that on the app, so they can find you."
Restaurant
What?
hours.
Yeah, hours, anything like that. I can link it to your website. But one thing that I sell to them is, even though I have all that stuff, if you want to put a coupon, so if somebody clicks on your name, it'll pop up say you can use a coupon. There's a coupon here. So if there's like 10 places that sell pizza, and then people say, well, which one has the coupon? So they can go through, and that'll actually get them so they can actually get more customers that way. And another way is I put a geofence. I sell geofences, a monthly fee, around the restaurant. So everybody who drives past that restaurant are going to get a push notification saying today's deal is, buy one pizza, get one half off, or anything
Oh, that's
like
cool.
that.
You got to
That
teach
is
me how
cool.
to do that.
I can absolutely teach you how to do it. I'm actually creating training that'll be on my website, right in the knowledge base, where it's going to teach you how to do that. I have on the website right now. If you go to appmkr.us, there's I think about 30 videos on there right now you can watch. But I will have doing a lot more in-depth ones on my site.
So is this one of them, or is this is just more like an intro to the app,
That's an
right?
intro to what's available inside the app system.
Okay. Is it okay if we watch this?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Welcome to the App User Guide. This video is going to give you a basic tour of our system. So, first thing, go ahead and log in with your account.
So this is
Once
15
you're
minutes
logged
long.
in,
It is.
a lot of choices. We add templates, more templates each month. So basically, find what you need. We have dental, real estate, any productivity apps, games, coffee shops. We have a lot. So let's start with one of these. So just click on the template that you like.
So I'm not going to run this whole video intro, but they'll be able to go to the website and do that themselves at appmaker.us. But what I was going to say is,
Kindle, iPad, or iPhone. Let's say iPad.
I'm going to just stop this for a second here. And what I was going to say is this is basically a drag and drop. I mean, this is a no-brainer for most people, right? I mean, it looks like as if that's modules that you can just bring in, pull them in there, and make sure that they're working the way you want to. And you can run through and do like a pre-trial test to make sure that everything's functioning the way you want. I saw your introduction of how you built that little Kill a Cat app, Kill a Cat app. And I thought that was very simple, but like what I was going to say is the one that I need to actually, that I've got a domain name set for, and I really need to get together with you and build it, is very important that I have payment schedules that are built into it, because I want to combine two industries that have really never been combined before. Not that I know of. And these two industries, I think, will really mesh well. That's why I want to do a test run here in the southern part of Denmark first, and then release it in different parts of the States.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's a project I want you to work on with me.
It's actually a lot of fun, because I have a lot of projects that are going on. And so the other thing, yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, is it's like, I want to do a webinar. I love doing webinars. So it's like, I'm going to do a webinar.
I hate watching webinars. I mean, I don't know, but some of them, well, I mean, if the topic is good and the content is good, I'll sit and watch them. But a lot of times I'm just like going, oh, come on, give me a break. I don't know. But
a lot of the 90% of the webinar is out there, and it's almost guaranteed that, if you do a webinar, you're there to teach something, and then at the end they're going to sell you something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've sat there for an hour and a half, 2 hours watching a webinar. It's like, wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's like, all right, now you can buy this. You can do this system. It's only $5,000. Really?
Yeah.
No, the webinars that I do, I teach. They're teaching webinars. I do have offers that like the one here when I was showing when I was building an app. I have an offer that it pops up right up. I don't have to say, hey, go here to go there. It's right up on the side of my website. It's like, hey, you want to buy it? Click it right there. If you don't want to, then just keep watching. Either way, I'm having a good time. I'm having fun doing it. But I would just jump back to that one that we were just talking about, the restaurant one. Okay.
Yeah.
I built a free app for local restaurants. You can do it for restaurants, hairstylists, auto mechanics, anything like that. So you can create different ones, and then for different towns and different areas. So then you go to each one, you sell them. They can put their own coupon. So they actually the customer has to be inside the restaurant to use the coupon. You can do punch cards. So if they come in and buy one pizza, you can punch a card digitally right on their phone. And you have to have a password so they can't do it themselves. So that's one option they can do. Then you have the geofencing, which you charge a monthly fee for that. So anybody who drives by their restaurant. Now, what I do to be fair, okay, so if I have two restaurants within 500-600 feet of each other, I'll go to each one of them. And if I sell a geofence around one of them, and then I go to the second one, and they're not making as much money, they don't, they can't afford it. It's like, well, I don't want to do it right now. What I'll do is I'll go back to the first restaurant, double the price, and say, hey, you want to buy their geofence? So anybody pulls into their restaurant to buy something, your ad can pop up as they're pulling into their driveway. So there's a ton of, you know what I mean? I mean, let's say if everybody has McDonald's and Burger King, right?
Yeah.
So let's say, imagine pulling into McDonald's parking lot and then Burger King ad pops up on your phone automatically saying, hey, since you're at, you went to McDonald's, come over to Burger King, we'll give you a free burger.
Oh, is that even ethical?
Ethics, it has nothing to do with making money.
Eat the rich. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that would do stuff like that. I don't happen to be one of them because I just think there's enough customers out there to get organic customers in some cases. Yeah. But if your product is good enough, it's gonna win out over the competition most of the time. But interesting applications.
Another example is we have. Do you have drive-ins near you in Denmark anywhere?
Drive-in? You mean drive-in theaters?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
they closed down most of them in California, though. Before I left, most of those drive-in theaters were gone.
Well, in the state of Maine, we have 4 left.
Okay.
One of them is 2 miles from my house.
Right.
So every summer, they're open up and they have drive-ins, and so people from all over the state of Maine drive. They'll drive an hour. I used to drive an hour and a half to get there to go to the drive-in. I bought this house because it's 2 miles down the road, but that's not the only reason. But there's people who drive all over the place. So if you drove 2 hours to go to the drive-in to give your kids the opportunity of something that you've done when you was a child, okay, and you get all the way up here, now what I can do is I can go to these pizza places and say, hey, look, I have, I'm putting, you can have your geofence around the drive-in, and I do on a daily basis, even if it's $50 a day. $50 a day times 7, that's a lot of money. So, and everybody who gets to the drive-in who has the app on their phone, I can even build an app for the drive-in for, when they have shows. So, everybody's going to download that app, right, to put on their phone to see when the shows are and all that. So, if I go out to local businesses and, I can even bed it up from there and sell a daily geofence around that, saying, hey, half a mile down the road you can get your pizza, or stuff like that. We also have a that's right. So I can put geofences. I don't have to put it around the drive-in itself, because of course you get to the drive-in, you're not going to want to leave, right?
Right,
So
right.
what I can do, there's three major roads that go to the drive-in. I can put a geofence on each one of those roads as they're driving to the drive-in.
Or just put it around each pizza restaurant, for example. So every time they drive by one of those pizza restaurants, if you're headed to the movies, come and grab a pizza before you go to the movies.
We
I don't
also
know.
have a state fair that every year is for a week, and there's just thousands and thousands of people. You know how much a restaurant would pay to have a geofence around the fair? If I build an app free for the fair, would put a bunch of stuff in it, and then people download it just to see what's going on. You know how much you can sell for advertising for people who show up at the fair?
Yeah.
So the potential is huge of what you can do and what you can make with this.
You're a genius. A mad genius. Well, this is great. I want to go ahead and have you share the links for that, and we will put them into the show notes. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording, and we'll get all that information from you. But thanks for stopping by.
Hey,
And if there's any questions, obviously they'll be able to get a hold of you either here on Blab or over on the website, or even put a message into your Twitter box,
the
right?
best way to get a hold of me is at sonicserve.com. I'll put that over there.
Okay.
And you can just open up a ticket, and I see all tickets that come through there.
Cool. Very good. Thanks for joining, Troy.
Thank you, Don, for having me on.
Hi, welcome back to Blab.Cafe. This is a place where you can introduce your business, products, and or services. Today we have Natalie Cutler Welsh in the house. How are you doing, Natalie?
Hey, good. Thank you. I'm in New Zealand, but I'm originally Canadian.
Oh, good. Thank you for telling us. So you have some stuff that you're doing with women and for women and about women. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I work with women entrepreneurs and I help them to have more fun and flow in their business. I think a lot of women are scared to step things up, so I kind of help them to like up their brave and to step into the limelight and to shine in their business so that they can have more fun, like a good time, and also flow. So cash flow as well as just less stress and more flow in their life and business.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah.
And then what was your topic going to be focused on for today's Blab?
Yeah, so we do a weekly Blab show. It's called Inspire Hire. And today I'm going to be talking about looking after yourself and uniting other mothers. So instead of mothers feeling like she's doing it better than me or I should be doing what she's doing, it's more like looking at each other and having a more of a philosophy of co-opetition, which is also my philosophy in business rather than competition. So we're going to be talking about that as mothers, looking after each other and looking out for each other instead of comparing ourselves to each other.
Yeah, it's a much better mode of operation when you can actually be cooperative. It gets a lot more work done with a lot less hassle.
That's
Yeah.
right. And then, that leads on to another beautiful topic of collaboration and partnerships as well. But I got to go start the Blab. So thank you for the intro, and I'll catch you next time.
Thanks for stopping by, Natalie. Nice meeting you. Thanks for stopping by Blab.Cafe. This is Blab.Cafe number 98. It's been a good show. Got some good content. We will see you tomorrow. 9 o'clock, my time. Anyways, look on the subscription page for the start times. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.